Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Do hope you are well. This is Chris Farrell. Thank you very much for clicking play on this video. I do hope this video finds you in good health and finds you feeling well and finds you excited to learn about traffic, something I am pretty much borderline obsessed with, as as you possibly may know. And I've spent the last couple of months creating this traffic course just for you, and I'm very excited to share it with you. Can I also quickly say I'm very impressed that you are here watching this video, because we're going to be spending quite a bit of time together over the next few weeks as I really break down and get down and dirty with traffic. And the reason I say that I'm impressed with you, and this is something that I've talked about many times before, is because the majority of people believe that a web business is quick and fast and easy and they don't really need to do any work. Well, as I think we both know, that's not true. It's not particularly fast, it's not particularly quick, it's not particularly easy, and there is work. The only place ever where success comes before work is in the dictionary, as you know. Now, for some reason, and I don't really know why, a web business still attracts a lot of what I like to call opportunity seekers, people that hop, skip and stumble from one opportunity to another, and when they realize that actually it's just like any other business, it really is. It's just that the web is a tool to allow us to make good money relatively quickly, and it is all relative. It did take me 6 months before I made anything, but it is still a tool. The web is only a tool that you can use and apply once you learn some new skills first. Most people, the majority of people, will not be prepared to dedicate the time to learning these new skills, and that's a shame, because I've said this also before. After asking Frida, my wife, to marry me, the best thing I've ever done, without a shadow of a doubt, is creating a web business. It's a tremendous amount of fun. I've met some of the most genuine, rounded, nicest people ever, and also it's allowing me in less than 2 years to earn incomes that I just never thought would be possible. By the way, I'm going to prove the incomes later on in this video. So, all that said, wherever you are right now, I appreciate your time. I appreciate that you may have got up early to watch this video, or you may have come home late from work and everybody's in bed apart from you. You may be in your spare room, or in your office, or in your kitchen. If you've got your headphones on right now, listen to my voice. I'm not going to let you down, okay? So, let's jump in straight away. How is this course going to work? Let me tell you, this course is going to work as follows. There are daily modules. Each module will be no more than about 20 minutes or so, okay? It's also going to be interactive. What I mean by that is I am going to be showing you exactly what to do. I won't be telling you. I hope by now you sort of know my teaching methods. I never like telling. I like to show, not tell. So I'll be giving you actual examples of how to do things. All will become clear, by the way, as we progress. Also, this course is accountable. What I mean by that is I am actually going to be doing exactly what I'm teaching. Rather than just showing you, I thought it'd be quite fun if I actually create a website just for this course and drive traffic to it using the techniques and the strategies that I'm teaching you. So it kind of really raises the stakes, if you like. So I will be doing that. More on that coming up very soon. It's also going to be a contemporary course, and what I mean by that is there are a lot of people that try and tell you and teach you and even sell you products that frankly don't work. Now, they may have worked a few years ago, but the thing with the web is the web moves quite quickly. It moves quite fast, and to be successful, as indeed in any business, you need to keep up to date with current trends and current climates. This traffic course is being created in 2010, so it's very contemporary, and the strategies and the techniques that I am teaching and I'm going to share with you, I use day in, day out. So it's very contemporary. And finally, I want to quickly bring your attention to something called skill development. At the end of each module, there's going to be a little section called skill development. Quite simply, this is going to be a few things that I will tell you that I want you to do before you view the next module. This will just help increase your enjoyment and also your whole learning process, if you like. All will become clear, though, as we continue to progress through this course. Now, each technique that I'm going to teach you, I've decided I will grade beforehand, so you can see straight away how easy or indeed how difficult the particular technique is. And there's 3 ability levels. I've kind of gone for a bronze, silver, gold theme here. Ability level 1 is the bronze, and anything that has got the bronze star next to it means that it's easy. So ability level 1 is easy. That's bronze. If you see a traffic technique that I'm saying is silver, then it's ability level 2. And that means there's a little more work involved. Not a ton more, but a little bit more. So it's ability level 2 if it's silver. And therefore we've got bronze, we've got silver. Of course, gold is the big one. And ability level 3 is gold. If something I've given the gold star to, that means some hard work is involved. But let me just say, please, don't make the mistake of thinking that the harder techniques must therefore be the ones that are more successful, because that's the funny thing about traffic. That's absolutely not true. The easy technique, level ability 1, could be just as beneficial or just as successful for you as something that I think is a little bit harder. The secret is to find a traffic technique that you particularly enjoy, that's something that resonates with you, that you kind of get, you're excited to do, and concentrate more on that. You do not need to become a master of all the traffic techniques that I'm going to teach you. In fact, it would be impossible to, because what would happen is you would suffer from information overload that is very common when you start in this business, and you'd also suffer from the paralysis of analysis, as it's known, forever being in a state of studying rather than actually applying and taking action. So the secret is, for traffic, just find 1 or 2 techniques that you enjoy, that you like, and do those well. That will be enough to get continuous traffic to your website, as you are about to see over the next few days and weeks. So that's what I'm going to be providing for you. What do you need to provide for me, though? Let's go through exactly what you need to really benefit from this course. And the truth is, you don't really need all that much. You really don't. You need some paper and a pen to make some notes. And please do make notes. Please don't think, oh, Chris, that's great, I remember that. You won't. You won't remember it. If you're anything like me, I'm not naturally quick at learning things. I have to write it down a few times before I really retain the information, and I want you to do the same. Okay? This is important. Do write down key things that you discover and learn during this course. So please do make notes, because it's only going to be beneficial for you. I also want you to make sure that you're not disturbed for the duration of each module, because this is serious. You know, this could really change the financial situation in your life, and I'm about to prove some incomes that are achievable in a couple of moments' time. I also want you to go into this, you probably are, but let's just say it so it's been flagged up. I want you to go into this with the correct mindset, and that means taking this seriously. This is a business. This is something that can change your life and the life of those near and dear to you, but you need to go into it with that mindset. So I want you to focus, not be disturbed, make notes. Most importantly, the most important thing of all, of course, and if you've known me for a while, you will probably know this, a nice coffee. And in fact, I have mine here, but it's cold, which is something I'm going to have to fix in a moment. So that's all you need to bring to the table. I'd like to quickly go through a few housekeeping points before we jump in as well. And I've got something to say here, and I think this might surprise you a little bit. So I'll just come out and say it. We are not going to be generating any traffic until module number 4. What? Why not? You're probably asking. Well, let me tell you, and this is vitally, vitally, vitally important. It is because as follows. Before we can generate traffic, okay, I need to make sure that you understand how traffic works. And what I mean by that is how Google works, how search engines work. 99% of people do not understand this. And most traffic courses will actually tell you how to do something without actually explaining how this really works. For example, could you explain how Google work? You probably couldn't, and don't worry if you can't, but let me just tell you, it's actually fascinating. It's really exciting. I think you'll enjoy it tremendously. But more importantly than all of that, once you actually understand what I'm going to teach you, it takes away that fear that we all have at first when there's something new, and you will begin to enjoy this a lot more, and you will see more results, or quicker results. If you've taken part in any of my training before, you might be aware of something that I call EUI. This is how I like to teach. This is a little acronym that I created, and the E stands for educating, the U stands for understanding, and the I stands for implementing. Now, it's my job to educate you in certain skills that you need to know first. Then together, I'm going to make sure that you actually understand what I'm teaching you. This, honestly, if I could just convey to you, this is the point that most people fail. Because honestly, if they hold their hand up, they don't really understand what they're doing. Well, clearly, you can't run a business if there's a huge chunk of it that you don't understand. So that's why we're not going to be generating traffic until module 4, because I'm going to spend the first few modules making sure you do understand everything that you need to know to create traffic. It's exciting, isn't it? I'm excited. And then the I stands for implementing. So once you understand what I teach you, we will then be implementing it. All will become crystal clear, though, as I keep saying, as we progress through this course. Right. I'm kind of sensing you might be thinking, gosh, this is a lot of work. Yes, it is work. It is work, but it will pay huge dividends if you put in this work first, and as we know, most people will not put in this work. Talking of which, I want to just quickly share with you the key to online success. There are only 2 elements that you need to master to have a successful internet business. Everything, success online, can be broken down to these following 2 elements, and they are as follows. Firstly, traffic, and secondly, conversion. Everything to do with making money online will fit into one of those 2 categories, traffic or conversion. Now, of course, this course is all about traffic, so we know what traffic is, but what is conversion? Let's just quickly spend 60 seconds defining this, because it is vitally important that you do understand what I mean by this. Conversion means what specific action you want a visitor to your website to take. And what I mean by that is, a visitor comes to your website, what do you actually want them to do once they're at your website? And I always teach there's only one action, there's only one that you want to make sure a visitor to your website does, and that is to sign up to your list. Please listen to this following sentence carefully. You will make 99% of your income online from your list. And I'm going to prove this to you in a couple of moments' time. In fact, I would go as far to say, if I had to distill my entire online business down, it would come down to 3 words. And those 3 words are build your list. Because what happens is, once you have a list, you then market direct to your list. So then you're in this lovely, enviable situation of not having to worry about traffic, because you've already got a list. Does that make sense? You begin to see what I say. If you've got a list already, you've already got that list, then you market direct to them. You don't need to worry about creating traffic all the time. This is a hugely powerful situation to be in, and only the minority online actually get to this stage. But it's something that is very easily possible, as you're about to see. But of course, to build your list in the first place, you will have to drive traffic to your squeeze page. So there's no getting around the traffic bit. But once you've got a list, then you don't need to worry so much about traffic. You'll never totally stop driving traffic, but it doesn't become such an important issue because you've already got a list to market to. So we drive traffic to our squeeze page. What is a squeeze page? Let's again, I always like to make sure we're all on exactly the same page before we continue, so we all understand exactly where we are. A squeeze page is a one-page website. Now, you may well know this. The key thing with a squeeze page is you do not sell anything at a squeeze page. Instead, you offer a free gift of value in return for your visitor to your squeeze page signing up. Now here's an example of a squeeze page. You won't have seen this squeeze page before. In fact, I've created this squeeze page just for this traffic course. I'm going to tell you more about this in module 2, but I've decided to do something that I'm very excited about that, but more about that in the next module. Now, how good your squeeze page is, the quality of the free gift that you're giving away at your squeeze page, all that comes under the umbrella of conversion. Okay, so I'm not really going to be talking about conversion that much during this course, because this course is all about traffic, of course, but I did just want to flag that up so you understand that you do need to have a squeeze page that converts well before you drive traffic to it. Now, for the sake of this video course, I am going to assume that you do have a squeeze page already, okay? If you don't, I've got lots of other video courses at my membership site and lots of other templates all about creating a really good looking squeeze page, so I'm not going to go on about that right now. The entire aim of this video course is to show you how to drive traffic to your squeeze page. Let me just repeat that, because this is what this whole course is about. The entire aim of this course is to show you how to drive traffic, targeted traffic, to your squeeze page. That's what I'm going to be showing you. Now, if I can slightly change gear for a second, there's something that I'm going to do now, and I'm going to level with you. I've actually thought long and hard about whether I should even do what I'm about to do. In fact, I spent about the last 3 weeks umming and ahhing about it. I've even asked my wife and a few friends in this business for their advice whether this is a good or a bad thing to do, but I've decided to do it. You're probably very intrigued now, aren't you? What I'm about to do now, and I am a little bit nervous about doing this, I'll be totally honest with you, is I'm about to show you proof of incomes that I am earning online. The only reason I am doing this, and please, I wish there was some way I could convey to you this is the 100%, the only reason I'm showing you this is because I want to prove to you that once you do as I'm saying, that is build your list first and then market related products to your list, great incomes are achievable online. I don't want you to think that I'm sort of sitting here saying, hey, look at me, look at these incomes I'm earning. I'm really not. I'm really not. I think it's important for you to have total trust in me, and I appreciate many may not have heard of me, Chris Farrell, before, and so therefore who am I to tell you how to do this business? I mean, who am I? The only way that I can really prove to you that I do know what I'm talking about, I feel, is actually showing you proof, showing you results, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And as I say, I'm only doing this to hopefully inspire you. The reason we're all here, of course, is to make money online. Let's be honest about it. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Now, we may all have a bigger picture. We may want to do some good with the money or look after our family or do something grander, and that's fine. But internet marketing is a great vehicle to allow us to earn good money relatively quickly if we put in the work first. But I want you to feel comfortable with me that what I'm telling you does work, and I am seeing these results myself, because most people online, as I said earlier, will tell you stuff and they're not actually doing it themselves. So, all that said, let me go to the web right now and let me show you a couple of sources of income. So let's do that right now.